Good morning, fellow college students. This is Our Favorite Brain Part by Maura and Austen Rufner. For our project, we decided to do Broca's area as it dealt with speech, and we were quite interested in that. You'll see later on we also cover a little bit of Wernicke's area, just because they have such close relation, but this is mainly about Broca's area. Okay, so first things first, we'll talk about the location of Broca's area. It happens to be on the back of the frontal lobe. It's worth mentioning here that Broca's and Wernicke's area are always found on the same hemisphere, but they vary from person to person which hemisphere they actually develop on together. We'll discuss the history of Broca's area. It was discovered by Paul Broca. He had really nice mutton chops, as you can see. Broca discovered this in 1861 due to autopsies on a couple of his deceased patients. He found lesions in the area that's now known as Broca's area. One of those patients is Louis Victor Leborgne, aka Tan, due to the fact that he could only say the word tan. As for the function of Broca's area, it's not quite known exactly what it does specifically, but there are a couple theories out there. One being that it deals with the motor control of the mouth and how we actually make sounds with our mouth. Others being it kind of controls syntax and grammar in our sentences when we speak. So lastly, for Broca's area, we're going to put up an example for you of someone who has Broca's aphasia. This is just someone who has damage to Broca's area in their brain. It's actually pretty interesting, so take a watch.
So what's your name?
Scott. Oh, no. Sarah Scott.
That's right. And how old are you?
I can't.
Try.
I can't.
You're 19. 19.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what happened to you?
Stroke. School and English class.
Okay.
And I book and I read it aloud. But I can't because stroke.
And what happened?
So next up, we quickly cover Wernicke's area just because it has a lot to do with Broca's area, and they're both quite connected in their action and function. Again, we'll start with the location of Wernicke's area. It's located in the back of the temporal lobe, kind of more near the center of the brain. As for the history of Wernicke's area, there really isn't much on it due to the fact that he just kind of fell into the shadow of Broca. The man who discovered it, his name was Carl Wernicke. He discovered it in early 1870, kind of through the same methods, just through autopsies on his patients that had speech disabilities. The function of Wernicke's area, as you can see based on our lovely drawing, it allows us to understand and make sentences, or form words that make sense, I should say. Allows us to understand sentences that are being said to us, and as well as understand sentences we're saying. Lastly, we're going to show you someone with Wernicke's aphasia, or essentially someone who has damage to Wernicke's area in their brain. And again, this is actually pretty interesting, so please take a watch.
Hi Byron, how are you?
I'm happy. Are you pretty? You look good.
What are you doing today?
We stayed with the water over here at the moment and talked with the people for them over there. They're diving for them at the moment. They'll save in the moment. He'll have water very soon for him. With luck for him.